Looks like the King Charles III, is once again in hot water regarding his family, but this time, thankfully, it's not with those wayward royals, Harry and Meghan. Who is it, though? Hi, good morning. Neil Sean here in the very heart of London. And as ever, nice to have your company. I hope you're all keeping well today. And whatever you're doing, do stay safe, do stay warm. And if you can, look out for yourself, but look out for each other. We're a friendly community here on this channel, and it's been lovely to have your company over the last year plus. You know, it's been absolutely incredible. So as ever, thank you so much for your support. This particular story, though, is really broken up, you know. It's all really regarding King Charles III and really how he's running his court, you know, for want of a better word. It always makes me laugh, you know. I think of medieval courts and stuff like that. Knights of the Round Table, don't you? Just the way it is, you know. But what's interesting here is a story broke recently, as you know, about the removal of security from the former royal known as His Royal Highness the Duke of York, Prince Andrew. And this really makes perfect sense because if you think about it, he's not a working royal. And the bottom line is, if you're not a working royal, then you really don't need security. As we also told you recently, there's ongoing security threats to senior members of the British monarchy, whether people are trying to break into the palaces, their private homes, or get to them on public walkabouts, as we've seen earlier this year with Prince Charles being egged on 2 occasions by lunatics in the crowd who are never quite sure why they want to do this. But now the row has erupted as the fact that, according to sources, that Prince Andrew's security could now be paid for by King Charles III himself. Now, personally, you know, I really don't see why this is a problem. It's not coming out of the privy purse, the public money. Why does it need to be discussed? But as ever, one can imagine this has not gone down particularly well with the former royals known over as Harry and Meghan in California. Because once again, they feel, well, if you're paying for one person's security, why can't you pay for theirs? The bottom line is, of course, Harry and Meghan decided they wanted to be financially independent, and that means paying for your own things, surely. Coming up to nearly 40 years old, Harry, I'm sure you understand how the world works, as does, of course, the former cable TV actress Meghan Markle. For someone like Prince Andrew, who's always been under the remit of the British monarchy, formerly as a working royal, he knows exactly how the system works. And obviously it must be very embarrassing for him to have to turn to his elder brother, even though he is the king, and say, would you possibly, do you mind funding this? This is not the big bill that people are proclaiming in the media also, let me point out. But it is, of course, if Prince Andrew decides to go on some private trips. Obviously, if his life's at threat, he is still a public figure, whichever way you look at it. But as ever, moving forward with all these royal stories, it seems that whatever King Charles does, obviously seems to be in the wrong domain. Everybody wishes to attack him. Me, from a personal front, I think it's his money, his business. Surely he can do what he likes. Well, a lot of the public still disregard Prince Andrew. You have to remember, one way or another, of course, that Prince Andrew and, of course, the King, King Charles, are indeed blood brothers. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.